So what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Kind of bringing you guys another update because I really haven't done much. I did do some stuff that I really didn't film, but it wasn't really something that would be pretty interesting for a video. All I pretty much did was I finished the welding on the back half. Pretty much everything set into place where I needed to be. I just went ahead and did some welding on it. Almost finished the back half. I still have to get to the welds underneath, but I need to reinforce a few more spots before I can actually attempt to lift it up and try to finish welding the underside, because I have several spots on the other side that I still have not welded. Here's what I did. Like I said, I finished welding the back half on the frame. Pretty much everything is done welded. I did do some spots that I could reach under the notch pretty much. And then I did finish welding some of this little cross member that I did for the center for more reinforcement. I did remove the cab again in order to get to some of these welds and to kind of start mocking up where my carrier bearing is going to go, and then mount some sort of support for that. As you can see, obviously I got the drive shaft mounted in place and was checking for clearances, and then I had to redo the cross member for the transmission. Now, it was worse than what you see now. It doesn't look too drastic, but I did have to raise it up because the angle is so bad that I was afraid I was going to have some sort of driveline vibration. I did raise it up and kind of fixed it, but I was still told that this could cause still some problems. I'm kind of happy with it, but now that they told me that, I've kind of got that in the back of my mind, and I'm afraid of having any issues later down the road. So my only concern about making the transmission come up a little bit more is that I might have to end up cutting the transmission tunnel and all that. And that's really something I wanted to avoid, because that's just another huge step that I really am not willing to take on. I mean, obviously it's not like this is a huge step, but that's just going to be another project later on down the road if I end up doing that, which it looks like I might end up having to do that. I'm going to end up repositioning that transmission and figuring out where exactly it's going to sit, mount the cab back onto the frame, and then figure out how much clearance I got. And if it's pretty close, I have no choice, and I'm gonna have to end up cutting that tunnel. Like I said, I'm gonna end up boxing this notch right here where I stepped the frame rail in to clear the wheels in the back, finishing welding up the underside of this, reinforcing that. Each one of these joints pretty much back here where I did on the notch, I'm gonna be cutting out some fish plates to reinforce that. I think I have to end up cutting like 16 of them or something like that. I'm gonna end up doing also some sort of little plate in here to kind of round this out. I want to make this look a little bit more decent. I'm gonna have some ideas. I have some ideas for the notch also, and then for that ugly ass notch that I did in the center. And then once I get that done, I'm moving on to the front. I got one more plate that I need to do for this underside that I still have not cut. On the Z on the front, I have the plate already cut. I just have not welded that yet. And then the last thing I have to do is weld the upper control arm from chassis fab. This pretty much is still clamped in place, but all I gotta do is just really position this to where it needs to go. And that's really just a simple setup where I just gotta weld it in right where it's at. I don't think it's already got like kind of this design right in here where it kind of gives you an idea where it's supposed to go. Mine, I think it's just a little bit too far forward, but I think I'm okay because this lines up pretty good. And then I really was trying to avoid this area right here to have this set over it. I didn't want it to have that, so I got it to where I can weld it really nice in there. So chassis fab control arm, that's the it's the upper and lower control arm kit, but all you really got to do is weld that upper control arm. So finish welding that, and then all that other stuff like I said in here. And then finally I still have to do the 4-link setup, do the bag plates wherever I'm going to mount the airbags in the back, and then I really got to do some sort of plumbing so I can air it up and down, and I can finally get this thing to at least a roller, because I have less than a month, like 28 days from today where I'm filming, to get it at least to a roller, because that's how far the show is from now. So more or less put it like 26, 27 days until I can get it at least rolling and probably have enough time to make it to the show. My biggest issue right now is going to be the 4-link. I'm kind of afraid of doing that. I really have, like I said, I have no idea what I'm doing. So the 4-link, and then having the new drive shafts or the new axles ordered, or just since it's gonna be a roller, I might end up just shortening my original axles and just sticking those in there to where I can at least roll it around. It doesn't have to be perfect. Like I said, that's another thing you can always just take out and replace with brand new axles. So that's what I might end up doing, just to at least get it rolling, is cut my original ones and just shorten them. So I really don't know how much video, honestly, I can put in here today on this video, because like I said, all it's really going to be is just some simple welding and grinding, cutting and grinding, welding and grinding. So I don't know how much that interests you guys. So check my Instagram at El Gallo Built. That's where you'll probably find all the latest up-to-date videos and pictures and whatnot, because I'll end up posting them on there first before I actually make a whole video to put on YouTube. So to get the inside scoop, you need to go and subscribe to or follow my Instagram. Make sure you like, comment, and share the videos, because that's going to really help me out. I really need to grow this channel out. I wanted to do a little bit of a side project. I need to try to get my cluster out, because I don't know if this is something you guys might be interested in. If some of you new subscribers haven't followed my old videos, you have seen that I painted the cluster on the truck to match it. So what my idea is to kind of raise some money for the build, because some of these parts aren't cheap. I was thinking of taking a day or two out of the weekend or during the week, is something I can do during the week, and painting custom clusters. Not the cluster itself, mainly it's just the lens and then the backing of it. So for example, here's the one that I did for my red truck. For this truck, I just left the inside black, but it's gloss black. And then I did the face of it in red to match the truck. And this is the Escalade style lens, I guess you could say. And then that's why it has those chrome rings. So those needles, obviously this is something I guess I could ship out with you guys if depending on which color style lens that I do. But it's something I'm thinking of doing. If you think that's something that you guys might be interested in, let me know and I'll get one painted, or I'll see. I was thinking of ordering a few clusters, doing them in random colors, and then putting them on my eBay account and see if anybody wants to buy them. Possibly this one might go with it. Not the actual gauge face with all the numbers, because that's a stainless steel one that I ordered from usspeedo.com. And I think that one's pretty expensive. I don't exactly remember the dollar amount, but it was a high dollar amount. So this is something I'm thinking of doing. I might end up selling this one. If you guys are interested in this one, let me know. And I'll put it on my Instagram and let you guys know when it's going to be available. If I have enough people wanting one like this, I'll do several. Now, keep in mind, if I start doing these Escalade style ones, just for me to get one cost me almost $90. So give or take the materials that I got to use and shipping cost and what have you. I really have no idea how much I'm going to sell them for. But the original ones that don't have the chrome, I think they're like 30 bucks, something like that. So those will probably end up a little bit more cheaper. But obviously that one comes out a little bit better. Like I said, if you guys are interested in something like that, let me know. Like I said, regardless, I'll probably end up doing a few on the side, doing them in different colors, kind of something like that to match your truck. For now, I'll probably just do the lens itself. I'm not going to include any needles, and we'll just go from there. And if that's something that you guys would be interested in, just send me a message on, preferably it would be better on my Instagram, because I'll get those messages a lot quicker than having to log into my YouTube and checking my emails or something like that to find everybody's message and organize all that. So yeah, just follow me on Instagram, and I'll leave you guys a link to my eBay store, and then I'll probably put that one on there, and we'll see how much money we can raise for the build, because like I said, some of these parts aren't really that cheap. Thanks for checking out, guys. Make sure you click the link in the description and get yourself either one of my hats or a perfectly ruined sticker, El Gallo Built sticker, and I'll send you guys a sticker, I don't have it on this side, for my Instagram and YouTube, because you know that helps me out right there. I don't know if it'll come out backwards. El Gallo built for both my Instagram and my YouTube. So if you guys can share, like, and comment on the videos, that really helps me out a lot. That would probably motivate me a little bit better if I can probably start making some money off of these videos. Because right now I'm having to work my ass off 6 days a week, almost 13, 14 hours a day. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys on the next one.